Hi everybody, welcome back to another live. We're going to do the emboss resist technique this night. Hopefully you'll be able to find the video quickly and it starts up for you. Say hi when you're here. I would love to. Oh, Debs, hi. Hi Debs. And I'll try and I have to look over the top of my phone to see comments because it doesn't seem to come up on my computer. And at the end, I said that we would do a draw for the first one that we did, the first live that we did. So I've got the winning wheel there. So we'll turn that around at the end of making our card and pick a winner, and I'll get a prize to you when I can. All right. Don't forget to say hi and let me know you're here. I can see 4 people, so that's exciting. I thought it was just going to be me and Heather. So apparently it's really loud outside in the lounge, and they've all decided to walk up the hallway. So hopefully they're not that loud.
Dad told me that he was going.
Yep. Okay. I'll talk to you about it later.
I'm going to bed.
Okay. Good night.
Night.
All right. Sorry about that. All right. Let's get. Hi Fiona. Hi Heather. All right. Let's turn this around. Hopefully I don't make you all queasy and everything, and hopefully this stupid thing that I have is not too wobbly. Okay. Alrighty. And hopefully I don't knock it. So we're going to do the emboss resist technique. I did this the other day. It was a bit of a challenge from Helen, but it's such a cool technique that I think we forget about. So if you are going to craft along with me, you're going to need a piece of A5, which is your card base, so we'll fold that in half. I'm using Fresh Freesia, which is one of the new in colours that came in this year, which is a nice soft purple. So we're going to use that, and then I'm going to use the soft succulent. Now, when I was finding my colours for this card tonight, I went through about 5 different colours, and I was like, no, don't like that. No, don't like that. So this is just going to get straight onto the base, glued straight on like that, and then we can just set it aside so that it's nice and firmly dried up when we're ready to put it on. Okay, so I hope it's not annoying that my video is sideways. I don't know how to fix that. I have ordered a new tripod and hopefully that will fix it, but it's kind of annoying that I'm watching, because I'm watching it as I'm doing it, and I don't know if I do that I don't know that I can see comments anywhere, which is kind of annoying, but anyway. Yeah, it is a great technique. Hi, Maureen. Fiona, it's one we easily forget about. I often do it with clear, but with the white embossing powder, you can just do it on any colour and get that effect that you want. All right, so we're going to start off with, I am using this set here, Garden Wishes, and I'm going to use these 2 stamps. And I've pulled this one out too because I thought that was kind of cute. I'll see how much room I've got on my card. And then I'm going to use the, in light of everything that's happening at the moment, the Love of Leaves, Hope Changes Everything. I thought that was just quite a nice little sentiment to go along with how we are at the moment. And and any other time really, it's quite a nice little verse. All right, so I'm going to do mine landscape. Up to you how you would like to do that. And we're going to start. So we're going to start off with some Versamark. I always find it easier to have all my equipment set up ready to go, so that I'm not fluffing about trying to open containers. So I have got my white embossing powder, my Versamark, and my stamps already mounted. So hopefully that will speed things up for us. So because this is bigger than my pad, I like to stamp my stamp pad onto, and then I'm just going to stamp around there. and get a nice even pressure. Try not to push too hard or rock it so that you don't get that line around. It's really hard to see it in the evening light, but also on the white paper. So get that well covered, and I'm going to put that, just hold that up in the light so I can see the, I'm going to put that a little bit lower and next to it. Okay, and then, oopsie, got a glue dot on there. It's stuck to my desk. That's a bit of a nuisance. That was from when we had those old clear mount stamps that didn't stick to the block very often, or very well. Now it's stuck to my fingernail. Get it off. Can't get it off. There we go. Okay. And then I'm just going to pop some of these floaty little flower, little wind blowing things off to the side. And then I'm going to bring in my embossing powder and pop it in there like that. I'll just go, oops. The nice thing about, oops, there we go. The nice thing about having it in a container is you can get all the excess off if you need to. Now I'm just checking that. I don't know if you can see that very well. No. Oh, maybe that light there. There's a few little edges on my, which aren't going to be a major, but so I don't know if you can see that in the light. There we go. That's where I've got it. I'm just going to do my heat embossing away from the phone so because it's quite loud. So bear with me for a second. Now as you're doing this, you'll see the embossing powder start to melt. So it starts to kind of go really shiny instead of being quite a matte finish. On the white cardstock it might be a little bit harder to see. Just angle it in the light in different angles and see how you get on. Okay, nearly there. Okay, so this is it finished. I'm going to try and angle. There we go. Can you see how that's kind of all shiny and glossy? My light's not great either. So, actually, I wonder if my torch or my phone would be good. Let me just see if I can get it to go and if it makes a difference. Nope, can't turn it on when the video's on. Alright, sorry ladies, we're just going to have to bear with. I have got some embossing powder all over my paper, so I don't get that all over myself. I'm just going to get rid of that and bring my card back in. I don't really want to get embossing powder all through my ink pads and my brushes. Alright, so just get rid of all of that so we don't knock anything over. We're done with the embossing. Because this is only my third live, Maureen, I'm still quite nervous about doing it, so I sit here for about 10 minutes going through everything and making sure I've got everything. That's the only reason that I'm organised. Okay, so the two colours that I'm going to use today, and I don't know how they're going to turn out, but these are kind of where I've ended up, are Mango Melody and Fresh Freesia. So I kind of wanted to use the Fresh Freesia, and I quite like Mango Melody as as a purple, as a yellow, sorry, not as a purple, I was looking at the other one. So I'm going to start off with that. I've got blending brushes, and as many of you know, mine are from Kmart. Some of mine are from Kmart, in the makeup section. They are exactly the same as our other ones. So I'm going to start with, make sure it's up the right way, start off my page, and I kind of come in from the corner as much as I can and start across the bottom and just in circles across your page, or whatever angle you want. You don't have to do across. You could go diagonally, you could go horizontally, just because I've decided that I'm going to do a landscape card. That's kind of the only reason that it's ended up going this way. And because I'm only using 2 colours, I'm kind of going just over halfway with the Mango Melody, so that then I can blend the Fresh Freesia into it. Now in this part, you just go as dark or as light as you want. Kind of want it a bit darker at the bottom, and then fade out towards the top a bit more. Now you'll notice that your embossing still kind of takes on a bit of the ink colour. Don't worry about that. It will come off and it will stand out a lot brighter than what it is, what it's showing now. Okay, I think that's probably a little bit there. That's probably about where I want to stop for now, and then I'm going to swap over to the Fresh Freesia, and I'm swapping brushes in case you're watching and going, don't contaminate. But I've got brushes for different colour groups, like purples, yellows, blues. All right, and then we're just going over the top with, I've got the right one, haven't I yet? With the Fresh Freesia. I haven't used this colour yet, I don't think, and it's not as soft as it looks, like it looks on the cover. So which is good actually, because that Mango Melody is quite deep, and it could look a bit weird if it was too soft. I was tossing up between Highland Heather, or do I go Gorgeous Grape, or you know, what's going to give the nicest kind of blend. I wanted that kind of dusky look, and then try not to make too much of a straight line with your blending, because you know the horizon's not a straight line, is it? Unless you're a flat earther. And that's a whole nother discussion. Alright, I'm going to pop these out of the way, just like that, and then that's kind of my blending done. I don't know how well you can see that, the colours on that. And then what you need is a tissue, which is what I forgot to tell you to get. So if you haven't got one and you want to run off and get one, then that's totally fine. If you want to do it later, then that's totally fine too. All you need is a tissue, and you're just going to rub in circles, the same as what you did with your blending brush. You're just going to rub over the top. And what that's going to do is it's just going to take off the excess ink that is on your embossing. And I think my embossing powder might be a little bit old because it's not as smooth, but you can see there that it becomes a whole lot brighter than it was before. I've got some tissue stuck on there. Alright, so that's pretty much it. You can do so many, like this one here, I actually did 3 colours, and it doesn't photograph very well in this light, but I've got the purple, and then I've got Misty Moonlight, So that was Gorgeous Great, Misty Moonlight, and then up here was Not Quite Navy. So not a lot of difference between Misty Moonlight and Not Quite Navy, but enough to kind of give it a bit of depth as you go over the top of it. So what we're going to do is bring in this card. See, the ink's quite different to the cardstock. I wonder if that was just me and my brush wasn't clean. Maybe it should be. It should have been dry. All right. So what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to stamp my greeting and put it on a piece of card along the front there. So I'm not. You could, if you wanted to. Actually, let's start in the freezer. You could, if you wanted to, have embossed your greeting or your sentiment down the bottom, and then put that over. Thank you, Maureen. It's funny how just kind of like spur of the moment, last minute kind of, oh, I'll do that one. Works out, eh? All right, so I'm just going to use this fresh freezer to create my, I don't know, I'm not too far out of camera, to create my, I'm just going to put it as far on the far side. And it's just a really small font, so I don't want to lose it too much in the card, so I'm just going to get rid of the end of that. Not so organised, I haven't got all my bits in my kit. Alright, so then, just to kind of give it a bit of depth, a bit more depth, we're going to use, if they don't get stuck to my finger first, some dimensionals. And as we all know, Kelley loves dimensionals. Okay. There we go. So that's that done. I'm going to pop that up there with some more dimensionals. And I want this kind of to the right. I've left that kind of a bit blank, so I want to put that over there like that. And then I was going to put some diamantes on, but I found these and they're retired, but some sequins, which kind of I thought might kind of blend in a bit with, oh, there's some white ones. And these are the adhesive backed ones, which the adhesive is stuck really well. So I'm just going to put some sequins. I'll do some of the mother of pearly ones. Move that out of the way before I put my hand in it. I'm always a bit of a fan of odd numbers for doing these sorts of things, so it's 5, and hopefully not too organised, although you know that's generally how it goes. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it like that, and so that is my finished card. Hi Alison, nice to meet you. So glad you could come. I hope your Kahoot was good. Hi Andrea, thank you for joining me. And Marilyn, that's really awesome. Nice to meet you. Okay, so again, if you would like to make a card using the emboss resist technique, I would love to see it. I will post a photo of my 2 cards that I've shown you how to do in a post below, will probably be above the live now, and if you post your cards in the comments by, what day are we? Wednesday. Friday. I will draw a name and send out a prize when we can start sending things out again. Okay, so just see if I can turn this around. Oh, yay. Hopefully that's easy to see. And I'm going to pin the wheel. So I had 5 people. Nothing like what Fiona gets. She gets like 25. She's got a big following, which is so awesome. But 5 people did the card, which was this one here. The card technique that we did, and they posted that on my page, and it was awesome to see all those lovely things on there, all the lovely cards and the ways that oh, thank you, Maureen. I appreciate all that you guys do for me as well. Yeah. All right, let's spin this and see who's going to get a prize. Spinny, 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 spinny. And the winner is Anita! Let me do a screenshot. Can I take a photo? I don't think I can take a photo of that. I'll take a photo afterwards. Anita, I don't know if you're watching, but if you are, you have won the prize. So I will sort that out for you when I can get it to you. All right. So what I will do now is I will turn this around. Okay. Thank you very much for joining me, everybody. Sorry if it's, I think I got a bit flustered with my words a bit. So hopefully you were able to understand that. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to get the light out of the way. Hopefully you were able to follow that. And if you had a go at crafting while you were along with me, then feel free to pop it up and show everybody, because it's awesome to see everyone crafting, especially at this time where we're in lockdown and, you know, sometimes it feels a little bit like Groundhog Day every day. And get up, do some work, have some dinner, go to bed. So if you're able to do some crafting, then it kind of breaks up the day a little bit. So I've really enjoyed being able to share this with you guys. So thank you for coming along. And feel free to get in touch if there is anything that I can help you get through Stampin' Up. I had a message today, someone wanting to order something, so I might look at putting an order in early next week. So let me know if there is anything that you need. All right, and I can sort that out for you. All right, well, you have a really good night. That was a lot faster than I thought it was. I've just looked at the time on the computer. It's 5 to 8. I didn't know how long the blending was going to take, so I sort of set us a little bit longer. But now you can get back to your life a little bit sooner. All right, if you would like to do this and you didn't craft along with me, then the video will be posted on my page a few minutes after the live finishes. It kind of comes up and makes it available for you. And tomorrow night, oh, do you want another one tomorrow night, Maureen? I can do another one. I was actually thinking about you. On my desk is the napkin fold card. So I wondered if the next one that we do is the napkin fold. Would you like to do that tomorrow night, Maureen? I'm just waiting to see. Yes, please. All right. So I will. Thank you, Heather. I'll be back tomorrow doing the napkin fold. I'll just show you what that looks like for those of you who can't remember. I'm going to make this one, the one that we do, a little bit smaller. This is using a 12 by 12, and you have to make your own envelope and all the rest of it. So let me put this back in the holder so I can pull it out and show you. I'll just flip you around, and excuse the technology or lack of. So this is the napkin fold card. This one has got the belly band attached at the back, so you don't kind of lose it, or you don't have to try and slide it off. But basically it folds out like that. Now this is using a piece of 12 by 12, and I will make it tomorrow night, and I'm going to do it with an 8 by 8 piece of card, so because it's quite big, but it's also a great way of using up your DSP. So for those of you who are interested, that is what we will do tomorrow night, and I will put up the measurements and stuff if you want to craft along with me. Can you just let me know, is it easier to do it in the event, or should I just show up on the page? What's easier for you? What's easier for you to find me? Because when I looked at it, it's a little bit confusing with the page, and then a few people were having trouble finding it yesterday. So yeah, so you'll need, just so that you know, tomorrow you'll need a piece of 8 by 8 inch card, so it'll be a square card. I'll let you know about the designer series paper and the inside piece, and you'll need a scoring tool of some sort, so whether that's a scoreboard or your trimmer or something like that, so that you can score the marks, preferably in inches, because I know that's really American, but I find it easier to work in inches. So the measurements that I give you will be in inches, so just to make it easier on yourself. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I will see you guys tomorrow at 7:30 to make the napkin fold card. You'll need some 8 by 8 inch card, and you'll need some matching DSP and inks, and a scoring tool are the main things that you'll need. And a trimmer. Yeah, some sort of trimmer. Okay. Alrighty. Well, thank you very much. Nice to see you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.